welcome back to another episode with Football is an F Word podcast. We are down a co-host today, Wes. Get better, bud. We love you, but we got a special surprise for you today. We've been talking about prize picks, player props, and dropping bets by Blake each week. And surprise, surprise, we got him on the show today. So everybody get ready. We're going to be talking some wagers and some football. Let's go.
Well, happy birthday, Blanketh.
Thank you.
Birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. This is are we live?
Yeah, we're recording.
We're recording.
Okay, I want to say this is the best birthday gift I've ever gotten in my entire life.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Ever. And I got a Game Boy when I was 10.
That's pretty impressive. That's
Yeah.
We're doing all right then.
Yeah,
Hey.
That's right. It's quite the feat.
Welcome to the Monkey Bone Show production. Football is an F word. We're glad to have you here. We follow you on Prize Picks. You're fantastic. I love it. You inspire us to do picks. I gotta say, you got us into it. We love it. Thanks. I haven't made as much money as I thought I would, but I'm not as good as a picker as some. So I have to follow you because if I don't, then I don't win. So you gotta follow this guy.
We bet on feeling, not research. So that's
Correct.
probably half of our downfall there.
Yeah. So welcome in, Blaketh.
Welcome. The
Thank
man,
you.
the myth,
I'm
the
very
legend
excited.
himself.
I'm very excited to be here. Yeah, the picks, it's hard not to bet with emotion. I do sometimes. It never works out for me. So it is what it is.
I always go on emotion, and it never works out for me either.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. But
I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, we're missing one of our co-hosts, but filling in with bets by Blake himself. We've been dropping his info in the past couple episodes, so lo and behold, here he is. We're going to do some game pick'ems for the rest of this week and then surprise picks since that is your forte. So let's start with these week 5 picks. Chris, you want to start with your 4?
Yes, I will. I want to go ahead and say, Wes, we love you. We miss you. We owe you. Get better. Okay, so what we got here, we got our pick'ems. So we all were tasked with certain ones here. I got Tampa, Seattle. This game is a close one. They're both 3-1, but I got to give it to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I think Baker Mayfield's going to come out and they're going to get the dub. They're my emotional support team, and I just got to go with them. I got a good feeling this week. Washington's 2-2. They get Jaden Daniels back. We had the Chargers, who just lost an upset last week, which was really rare. But Jackson Dart came in and did his thing. So I'm going to go with Washington since Jaden Daniels is back. Detroit, Cincy. Detroit's going to beat the brakes off Cincy. I think Detroit should pull everybody by fourth quarter, all starters. Patriots, Bills. Bills are going to go 5-0 against Patriots. It is a division game. You never know what could happen, but I do think Bills go 5-0, and that is my 4 to go.
All right, I like it. I don't think I disagree with any of it. I think the Washington Chargers game is going to be good. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I definitely think you're correct about Detroit, Cincinnati. That game is going to be tough to watch for a Cincy fan.
Yeah.
Tough to watch.
As has most of the games they've played this season.
Yeah.
Jake Browning is going to come in. He's probably going to throw 3 touchdowns, but he's probably going to throw 4 interceptions. Just comes with the territory.
Oh, Jake Browning.
I mean, he's going to be trying to throw it. They're going to be behind, so he's going to have to gunsling it anyway. So either it's going to be awesome plays for Cincy or it's going to be some woes.
Imagine drafting Jamar Chase first overall this year like everybody ever did. It's been relatively disappointing.
Yeah. I didn't go that route this year. I went Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Good call.
Well, I've got the slate, a 4-game slate. Vegas versus Indy, Giants versus New Orleans, Denver versus Philly, and Tennessee versus Arizona. And when I first started looking at it, I really wanted to go upset week. But then I broke it down and I couldn't go all 4. I really wanted to go all 4 upsets, but I couldn't do it. So For Las Vegas and Indianapolis, I'm 50-50 on this one. I think it could go either way. They're both coming off some disappointing losses last week. Vegas to the Bears, Indy to the Rams, like in the last moments on both of those. So I think both these teams are coming off a tough week, but I do believe Indianapolis is the better team. And I think they do come away with the win here. Jonathan Taylor is just playing lights out right now. Giants, New Orleans. Jackson Start, man. Jackson Start. I was going to give New Orleans the upset, but I can't. He pulled upsets against Justin Herbert, and I think he's just going to keep on rolling. New Orleans defense's offensive line is still a little banged up. They're still missing a couple defensive players, and I think the factor of Jackson Dart playing so well, and he is missing Malik Neighbors, but I think that defense is good enough to give him the cushion to be able to still do what he can do. Denver, Philly. Now, this one I did go with the upset.
Okay.
I went with the upset. I got Philly losing this one to Denver. In Philly, you got your A.J. Brown drama this week. Denver's defense has the ability to stop at both levels. So if they can contain Jalen Hurts in Philly, I think Denver comes away with the win on this one. And I'm hoping they do. And then Tennessee, Arizona. I really don't care about this game, but that is what it is. Tennessee's probably going to be out without J.C. Latham again. Calvin Ridley's in question. Not that really matters. Spears might come back, but that's still up in the air. All that being said, I don't think any of it matters. In Cam Ward's words, they're ass. So I got Arizona with the win, even though if Tennessee were to pull off an upset, I think they could do it this week, but I just don't see it happen. I just don't see it happen. So those are my four. Those are my 4 picks there for those 4 games.
Denver upsetting Philly is a great pick. Great pick. Oh, I've got Denver with at least a 7-point upset.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
On
good.
board.
See, I got Philly. I still think Philly is a well-oiled machine. They got Philly has to play bad ball. You're gonna win.
I think Philly will not go undefeated all year. They got to lose at some point, and week 5 sounds just as good as any other week to me.
I think they have a great chance, yes, but Philly's got to play bad. All right. What is the A.J. Brown drama, by the way?
Like cryptic tweets. He tweeted about some quote about like, if you're not appreciated, don't make a scene, just turn your head and walk away or some shit. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Because they have no passing offense because they don't need it. When you have Saquon Barkley, you don't. If you can win without the risk of throwing the ball, why wouldn't you?
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
He's getting limited looks throughout games, and he's frustrated, I guess.
Winning Super Bowls must be hard.
Yeah, winning Super Bowls must be real hard.
Real hard.
Getting paid the big bucks must be super tough.
All right. I have 4 games myself. We're going to be looking at Minnesota, Cleveland, Houston headed over to Baltimore, Dallas at New York, and Miami against Carolina. All right, game number 1 is an early one here. We have Minnesota and Cleveland. This is an overseas game we have here. I think this is going to be a pretty ugly game. Not so much a defensive game, but more so a shitty offensive game. Cleveland is starting Dylan Gabriel, makes his first start in London. That's going to be tough. Myles Garrett is questionable. I think he was even upgraded to doubtful. O-line is beat up for Cleveland. Minnesota, same boat. O-line is in absolute shambles right now. The starting 5 O-linemen for Minnesota have never played a snap together with the 5 of them. This will be the first time for that. So tough there for both O-lines. I do think that it's easier to overcome the rookie QB overseas in his first career start. And you are missing your best defensive player in Myles Garrett. So I do think Minnesota ends up taking this one. Houston heads over to Baltimore. Big news, of course, is no Lamar. Lamar isn't playing. Cooper Rush steps in. Derrick Henry's going to carry the ball like 20 times. That is what it is. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop Houston, who just came off a huge win last week and their first of the year. So give me Houston there. If Lamar was playing, this is different. The line on this game was Baltimore by, I think, 6.5. As soon as Lamar was announced that he's out, it swayed all the way to Houston -1.5. So that drastically changes things. So next we have New York hosting the Dallas Cowboys. This one is going to be a banger, I think. The Jets defense has been terrible, and terrible defenses always make for fun games to watch. So the Jets defense has been terrible. The Cowboys defense has been equally terrible. Cowboys offense, however, has been pretty explosive. I do think Justin Fields runs for like 60 yards just because quarterbacks have been able to have their way with the Cowboys. But I do think the Cowboys bring this one home in a close game to advance to 2-2-1 on the year.
2-2-1.
Yeah, and 1. We try not to talk about that 1, but I guess it's better than 2 and 3.
Is it though?
That it is.
I don't really know if it is at this point. I might be lying to myself.
I mean,
last game we're looking at is Miami going to Carolina, and I actually think this is going to be a better game than I think it looks ugly on paper, but I think this is going to be a better game than what a lot of people expect. So of course we have Tyreek Hill is out. What better time to lose a star than when you have Carolina on your schedule next? If there's any time to lose a star and figure it out, that would be the time. Darren Waller looked really good. I think he gets a lot more involved. I know he's questionable. I think he'll play. I think that's just because he's old. But I do think if you're expecting Miami to go to Carolina and just beat the brakes off of them, you need to think again because Miami does have one of the worst run defenses in the league. Their secondary hasn't really been challenged yet because teams have just been able to kind of ground and pound. And for Carolina, no Chuba Hubbard. But I do think Rico Dowdle has a big night, and Carolina comes away with the upset here at home.
I like it.
I like it.
I got Carolina upset on my roster too.
I got Carolina upset.
Yeah, I like it.
And if I'm not mistaken, you picked up Rico Dowdle in fantasy?
Yes, I think that waiver cleared this morning. I haven't checked it, but yeah.
You did because I was looking at it this
morning. I was wondering who was on top of things and leave it to Blake.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's going to save my season, but we'll see.
He's saving mine because your mom has Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah.
And so that's gonna be a no-go, hopefully.
And then of course I had Tyreek Hill, so yay.
Yeah, well,
it's okay.
See how it goes.
Hey, it's my first big injury of the season for my fantasy, so I'm lucky I've gone this long. Blake's whole team got deplenished.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. Yeah. So
I'm playing on house money right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a long season.
Yeah.
So, but great pickup.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch my emotional support team and the Jets and Dallas play. That'll be fun to watch. I agree. I think it's gonna be a shootout. Those defenses are fucking awful. They're just pathetic. And then what do we have Monday night or Sunday? Monday night. Monday night is Jacksonville and Kansas City.
Yes.
Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Who y'all got winning this one?
Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah, I think I gotta go Kansas.
Is there a chance of an upset here? Probably not.
I don't think there is. Where are they playing at?
Good question.
Like it makes a difference. Kansas City's winning. It doesn't matter.
If they're in Kansas City's definitely winning.
What's the weather going to be like? Is it going to snow?
Yeah, right.
Taylor Swift's album dropped yesterday, so they got that too going. You know, the people who write the script definitely have Kansas winning this week, right? For sure. Yeah, Kansas isn't playing like top-notch beautiful ball by any means, but I don't think Jacksonville is going to be tough sledding for them. I think they still got enough that they come out with the win.
So you're saying Jacksonville's not a great 3-1 team right now?
No, I wouldn't say so.
I'm saying that as well. I think that Kansas City gets their feet back under them and kind of puts Jacksonville in check in this game.
Yeah.
Kind of puts them in their place.
I think ETN has had a great year, and I think that's pretty much it.
Welcome back, ETN. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Travis Hunter's been doing well.
Yeah,
Would you keep him on offense?
I keep him on offense. I don't. Here's the thing: if he hasn't put up great lines up until recently, but if he's going to be a weapon for you on offense, and I get their weapons on defense too, but the more time on the field, the more wear and tear on your body, the more likelihood of injury, and if he gets hurt one way, he gets hurt both ways.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, it is what it is. It's impressive. Don't get me wrong; it's impressive, and I get the will to want to be that guy, to be able to do both. It's a tough league. It's a physical league. It's a long season, and I just don't think it's sustainable. And if it were me, I would say, okay, yep, I proved it. Now let me catch the ball. I can do it.
And he's a hell of a blocking receiver too.
Mm-hmm. So
that might just be the young buck in him, the rookie in him that just wants to prove a point, but he's a hell of a blocker out there, and that means a lot.
It'll keep you on some rosters.
Yep.
But it'll also, you see the great teams, the wide receivers, no matter how many years they've been in the league, they block.
Yeah. You have to.
Cooper Kupp, great blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Winning Super Bowls. You gotta all around, when the whole team, if you're not just standing around, you're going to block somebody, you never know when that big play is going to bust because of that one block.
Mm-hmm.
You see it all the time.
Yep.
George Pickens has made a career out of being a great blocker.
I just don't know with his hands. Honestly, I don't know what's going on, why he hasn't had multiple over 100-yard games in a row.
But I feel like a lot of those passes down there are just in hopes because they know how rough he gets at receiver with the DBs, and the DBs know how rough they have to be with him. It's more so I'm throwing this pass for a PI. I feel like watching it.
You're not wrong. I mean, if I said it once, said it 100 times, I do think he has the best hands in the league. So if I were going to throw anybody a 50-50 ball, probably going to be George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
So
Blake makes a good point there, though. I see that now.
You get half of them called back for PI,
Mm-hmm.
So that is the shitty thing in fantasy. I hate that when I have a receiver that's got 9 targets, but 6 of them were pass interference. You get no freaking points. Be like, get off my man!
Oh, you get so upset when that flag thrown. If her play does so good, a big play, and the flag is thrown, oh my goodness, you better get out of the room. Oh goodness,
it's bullshit. Especially when it's like, the worst one is, I think, offensive holding. You get a big run, and you see that flag, and you're like, mother.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas is playing at Jacksonville, by the way.
Okay, so they'll only win by 10 then.
All right, well, that's our full slate of Sunday and Monday games for the rest of Week 5. We're going to move on to Blake's World, prize picks, player props. The man himself is going to give us some pointers. We'll have you end it because yours will probably hit. Ours may not. So we're going to start with ours. Going here, I've got a 3-pick, $5. We're cheapy. We put in $5 and try to win 15 or 20,
Every time.
Nickel and dime it.
Every single time.
Nickel and dime it,
That's right.
Profits.
We're here for the love of the game. We're here for the love of the game, not the money.
Low risk, low reward, Sometimes that's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
So I've got a 3-pick here. I've got Daniel Jones with more than 14.5 rushing yards. That's the Max Crosby effect. And Daniel Jones, he may look like Woody from Toy Story when he runs, but he does have good legs on him when he gets under pressure. My man gets some yards. So I got Daniel Jones with over 14.5 rushing yards. I've got Garrett Wilson with 1 anytime touchdown because we've already talked about those defenses, and I think it's going to be a shootout on bad defenses. And if anybody's going to catch a touchdown from Justin Fields, it's going to be his old teammate Garrett Wilson. And then I got Baker Mayfield for over 0.5 passing touchdowns, at least 1 passing touchdown on the day. Baker Mayfield throwing a touchdown in a game is pretty close to a guarantee these days. So that is a 5 for $17.50.
Okay.
So that's my pick.
Not bad, not
I like
bad.
that.
All right, man. What you got?
Okay. I did a 4 pick 'em. At number 1, we got Tyler Loop.
Ooh.
Field goal +1. Over 0.5. I'll take that Green Devil. Second, I got Jackson Dart for over 172.5 yards. I think coming in, go 2-0. He threw for like 111 last week, so I think he should throw for 200 this week against New Orleans. And then I have Baker Mayfield for more than 18.5 rushing yards. Last week, he didn't rush as much, but I think this week he's going to have to use his legs to keep the drives alive. And at number 4, we got Evan McPherson with a Green Devil of 1 field goal. I'm hoping in this one that they get an early field goal before they just
Get
have
blown
to.
out.
Yeah, they get blown out. But I'm a sucker for field goal bets. If you're gonna give me one, I mean, you should at least make 1 field goal in a game. That's my 5 for 22.50.
You do love a good field goal. You love a good field goal.
This man heartbreaks on field goals every single time. But hey, these are one. Usually he bets on more than one. He bets on 2 or more. And
But they don't ever have the 1 field goal. Like, I'm betting on 1 field goal. Finally, give me some Green Devils. If
That's
it's Green
true.
Devils, I'll take it. But they don't give me one.
yeah,
And if they do, it's in a game that they're like, hey, they're probably not even going to kick a field goal. So we'll give them.
yeah,
And I just bit.
you think I get mad on those plays getting called back? Man, this guy bets on field goals and they miss. I'll tell you what, they miss like 2 a game. It's so funny. He gets so
Mhm.
mad.
And there was that weekend. What was it, week 2 or 3, where they blocked extra points, blocked field
Yep.
goals. Oh
Week
man, I
one,
just
too. Week one had a lot of missed and
yeah,
blocked.
Yeah, I saved up
been a lot.
all my money for off season, during off season, so I could bet at the beginning of the season, and I lost all my money right at the gate on blocked field goals.
Say it ain't so. All right, I have 3 picks as well that I'm looking at here. Uh, First pick is going to be also in the. We actually have a lot of. I think we're targeting the same games here, which is makes me feel better. Is Jets and Dallas. Brees Hall's receiving line right now is only at 25.5 receiving yards. Dallas right now is giving up 6 catches a game to running backs. That's the 4th highest in the league, and 57 receiving yards to running backs. That is the 3rd highest in the league. So they are at least bottom 4 in catches and receiving yards given up to running backs. This one is expected to be a pretty high scoring game. The over under is 47.5. Dallas by 2.5. So high scoring, high octane game. I think Brees Hall obviously plays a huge role in this. And I feel like his receiving yards should be a little closer to 30.5 or 31.5. But we get it at 25.5. I think that's pretty doable for him. So that'd be pick number 1. Pick number 2, I have an anytime touchdown myself. This one is for the man, Cam Scattaboo. And one anytime touchdown for Scattaboo. The books have this at minus 135. So I would be surprised if this wasn't a goblin by tomorrow night. Jackson Dart is still fresh. New York keeps the ball on the ground here a little bit more. Last week, Scattaboo had 25 carries. And now he goes against New Orleans, who is allowing the 5th most running back touches in the red zone. Scattaboo's had 2 tutties so far, averaging 4 yards a carry, and he even has 12 catches for 100 receiving yards. So I think this is a safe call here against New Orleans, especially for Scattaboo to see the end zone. Last pick, our 3rd pick that we're going to look at, we look at Detroit and Cincy game, just like you did with McPherson. I'm going to go a little bit of a different route. The Lions are going to have a ton of possession time in this game. I think the time of possession is going to be heavily favored in Detroit. So we're going to get plenty of volume and opportunity for Detroit. I like a lot of Detroit props. I'm going to go with Sam Laporta over 37.5 receiving yards. So the Bengals are allowing a ton of yards to tight ends. So we take a look at it. They are giving up they are bottom 5 in receptions to tight ends. They are bottom 7 in yards allowed to tight end. 60 plus yards. Tight ends have had 60-plus yard games against Cincinnati in 3 out of 4 Cincinnati's games this year. So they've had tight ends going crazy against them. 27% of the time against Cincinnati, tight ends are getting targeted. That's the 7th highest in the league. So they are just an absolute sucker for these tight ends. So for that reason, I think Sam Laporta plays a big role in the game, gets at least 38 receiving yards out of him. And I hope what you said doesn't happen and they start getting pulled in the fourth quarter. Probably will, but again, I think this is something that can be hit in 2.5 quarters because the Lions are just going to absolutely have their way with Cincy. But that is my 3. Breece Hall over his receiving yards, Scattaboo getting into the end zone, and then Laporta 38 receiving yards out of him. And these 3 picks are paying out a 6x, so that turns into a 5 for 30. So yeah, and for more picks like that, y'all can head over to my channel, Bets by Blake, where you can see my dumb face. And we are on a massive 9-2 run over there. For our past 11 picks, we've missed 2 and hit 9. So y'all can head on over to check that out.
Nice.
Pew, 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 pew.
Like I said, he knows what he's done.
Yeah, my man.
We
That's
just fire
public.
from the hip. This man has reason.
That's right. And rhyme.
Rhyme and
Yep.
reason.
And a hell of a mustache.
Yeah, but I absolutely appreciate y'all having me on. It's been a blast. And hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have some fun.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Filling in.
Last minute. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm
It
no
was
Wes.
fun.
I'm no Wes, but I'm just towing the line until my man gets back.
Well, we appreciate it. We love you. Have a great
Have
birthday.
a fantastic birthday.
Hopefully you win some money on these picks. And well, thanks again.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank y'all.
And that's going to do it for our second 2-point conversion episode. Thank y'all for coming and watching, listening to us. We appreciate it. Go check out Bets by Blake on YouTube. See you next time.